And we're the Fuji Guys. We're in a first look video right now on our brand new XP200. This is our kind of our higher end or super tough camera that fits into our active lifestyle category. So, you know, it's waterproof, shockproof, dustproof, freeze-proof. A lot of great advancements over our last year's models, the XP100 and 150. You know, Billy's going to give you a first look on this video, but some not only significant design changes, but quality improvements. And overall design, you know, is just amazing on this one right now. The camera is going to be available in up to 5 or 4 different colors, depending on which country you're buying it in. So you know, we're going to be showing the blue, yellow, red, and black in this video, but you might see other colors available in other markets. So, Billy, give us a rundown on the front, back, sides of this one. Tell us what all the buttons do.
Absolutely, Greg. I mean, the camera is a little bit more bulkier than the previous generation, the XP100 150s. However, that also adds, of course, increased shockproofness and increased depth in terms of waterproof. It goes down to about 50 feet now.
Wow.
Versus the 35 feet from last year, and it's again 2 meters shockproof or 6.6 meter shockproof in that sense in terms of feet. Now, looking at the front of the lens, of course, you got the standard 5x wide-angle lens. It does still have that special coating on it, so that water repels right off it. So when you're taking photos, you know, in the pool and you're pulling out, you know, you're not going to have that smudge, which is great. Right beside the lens, of course, you got the LED light that actually turns on, helps for focusing, but also in video mode, it's a video light where you can use it to film. So that's a great new feature. You get the built-in flash right beside it. And of course, to the left and right, the camera offers full HD video, and so you got your left and right microphones for stereo microphone recording. Then, of course, this design of the camera, of course, there's a little edge here so that you have a little bit of grip to it. On one side of the camera, you got the built-in speaker, so you can play back your audio built right onto the camera. On the opposite direction, again, you got the new battery door design that, like most in-water housing systems, is actually a rotate, which is much easier, simpler, it's not 2 different switches, and a lot more effective. And of course, once you open the latch, you have access to your memory card as well as your HDMI connection and USB connections. Okay, on the top of this camera, of course, is the shutter button. Like any of our cameras, you push halfway on the pre-focus and lock the exposure, and all the way down to take the photo. And right beside, you got the on and off switch, which switches the camera obviously on and off. Okay, now look on the bottom of the camera, you got the tripod mount, and basically it would fit basically any standard tripod. And again, now looking at the back of this camera, of course, a really nice LCD screen. You know, again, it's about 600 nit brightness, so it's quite bright. It has an anti-reflective coating on it as well. So shooting this in outdoors, it's not going to be an issue at all. You have your controls to the right of that, your wide-angle telephoto zoom controls. Just below that, you got your dedicated video recording button. So again, you can be underwater, you push that, it starts recording. You push it again, it stops recording, and makes it easier, of course, without having to go into the menu systems. Right beside that, you got your continuous high-speed shooting mode. And again, you know, we want to reduce the amount of times you actually have to go into the menu. We know this camera is about adventure, Greg, and so you want to take photos, you want to do videos, and you want to do action shots. And that's what these buttons are there for, make it really quick.
Access. You
got your directional pads, like most Fuji cameras, allows you to navigate through the various menu systems. In shooting mode, they double up as access to the flash modes, to the self-timer, the macro mode, and even the exposure compensation if you're shooting out of the auto mode. And of course, in playback mode, that directional pad doubles up as the delete button. Below that, you got your playback button, so you can toggle between shooting and playback. If you hold the playback button for about a few seconds, it will turn on the camera. So if you want to show off the camera without having the camera completely on, you can do that. You got your display back button that toggles between the different displays on the screen. From not having any information to grid lines to shooting information. So again, that's just a quick look. And of course, there is one last thing I forgot to mention is this little hook that allows you to attach a strap. It is included, and we do sell accessories for this camera that includes a float strap where when you take it in the water, the camera's not going to sink to the bottom of the ocean. It's not float proof, so you do want to pick up one of those floating straps.
Perfect. Anyways, I think I'm going to love this camera. Great for vacations and when you do things where you really wouldn't want to take your other camera because you're going to get wet or dirty or something like that. So excellent. And the other thing about this camera, it also has a Wi-Fi feature on it, which would lead me to my next subject, is that you want to come back and check out our video on all the top features, where Billy will cover off things like that Wi-Fi feature in greater detail. In fact, subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can check out all of our videos on Fuji cameras and photo tips, and you can follow Billy on Twitter. So until next video, I'm Greg.
And I'm Billy.
And we're the Fuji Guys.